What up, guys? Today was a crazy day in business for both GoToLister. I got over 100 grand in profit ordered today, which I'll go over that soon, and just in my personal life, which I'll share some stuff as well. So let's dive into the video. First of all, GoToLister is a crazy day because Amazon has been threatening to pull their old API. They said January 21st, old API, done. And they also said the same thing December, but guess what? In December, they flinched. They did not pull away the old API. So what did that mean? That meant all the softwares out there, like GoToLister, Accelerlist, ScanLister, ScanPower, Boxum, all of these listing softwares were granted an extension date on using the new API, because the new API is different. You have to have a listing for your product before you submit it, blah, blah, blah. And it creates all these issues with the softwares. And many of these softwares are not prepared. And even at GoToLister, we're experiencing, people adjusting to the new flow. There are bugs out there. So it's been a crazy day, but I'm fucking thrilled because I get to come up with solutions, engage with the community. Ultimately, I think times like this make the community stronger. And after looking at the competition's solution to this, I'm confident that we're on the right path and that we're creating something, we're creating the most efficient flow. And so we have this person here right now asking, so the old flow no longer exists. No, it does not. Yes, sign. Basically I just wanted to, this video is more about documenting the journey. If you guys are with GoToLister and you want to see the new flow and any issues that people are having and how to overcome them, we're very active in the group, me, Dom, and the team. So be sure to join the Facebook group. I'll add that below. But let's dive into the second part of the video, which is I was driving a wrestling practice today. And after dealing with all this stuff, not the only wrestling coach. We had two other coaches, but the head wrestling coach who normally deals with weigh-in sheets, communication with the coaches, all that, pulled out. So I'm second in line. So this morning I had to print off the weigh-in sheets. I had to write the name, the weights on the weigh-in sheet, get everyone ready. I had to be locked in for wrestling after this day. And then immediately after the wrestling match, I have to change my brain back to software solution mode. And so I'm in wrestling mode. More so, I'm driving up 65 on the way to Clarksville, Interstate 65, and I'm mentally ready to turn on the I-40 just in case any of our kids are not able to have a ride to practice. My brain is turned on. Okay, maybe these kids didn't tell us for whatever reason in the group chat that they need a ride, and I'm just ready to make that left turn. And guess what? Your boy was so locked in on his Amazon business too that I opened up my phone and I saw an email from my number one supplier in terms of pricing and just order potential. And I've been trying to get a hold of this lady for 2 weeks, and she replies, and I'm like, game time, baby. So I open up the phone, call her up. I had 5 invoices ready to go, 5 different orders ready to go. Why do I have 5 orders? Because I got a lot of Amazon accounts. Why do I have a lot of Amazon accounts? Because I don't trust that shit. You guys know Amazon's crazy. So I'm protecting myself. I'm a seasoned veteran seller who's been through some shit. I've been traumatized, and I'm just trying to make a living out here. And so I'm driving up. I get 5 different invoices ready to rock and roll. And these are good invoices, by the way. Trusted, verified distributors. If Amazon's watching, good product. And 150 grand order value, 100 grand profit, unreal margins. And, I set up net 30 terms. This is 2025. We're doing wholesale right. Paid $0 down today. Getting a house, by the way. I need to read that book, $0 down. But I paid $0 down for inventory, net 30 terms. You guys are doing wholesale or any type of inventory-based business, offer to pay for inventory later. That's why I talk about in the book business all the time. If you're buying inventory for your book business, you should try doing consignment. Try to get the books and sell them and then pay the person when they sell, because if they don't sell, you don't lose any money. But if they do sell, you build a relationship and you pay later. Same exact thing in wholesale, probably the same thing in private label. I'm doing private label now, which, by the way, I was going to set my trademark today, was ready to rock and roll this afternoon for the call, but wasn't locked in enough to remember to make the phone call for private label to set up my trademark that I'm setting up right now. But I'm going to China in about a month and a half. And boy, have I been thinking about some things in terms of private label and just opportunity there. And my friends are making a lot of money in the space doing private label. So that's kind of like my next journey, which I'll be documenting all of it here on YouTube and Instagram as well. Hopefully I'll see you guys at Miami Sellers Conference, because it is going to be a hell of a year. and I'm super blessed. If you guys did get my email this morning, be sure to sign up for my email list below. I was emailing about how I'm just incredibly blessed. If you rewind 7 years back, I was in an apartment by myself, just like I am right now. But don't worry, I got a girlfriend. I'm about to move out and travel the world. But I was lonely 7 years ago in my apartment by myself. No business friends at all, literally none. Only business friend I had was Cowboy Keith, who I coach wrestling with now, and we did landscaping together for a year. Only friend I know in business. My dad has a few rich business friends, but like they're fucking 50 years old. So is it really impressive to be a millionaire by the time you're 50? Not really. You should have that much money anyway. If you're 50 and you're not a millionaire, don't worry. Keep working hard. You'll get there. Okay, that's not my point. My point is I had nobody. And a lot of you guys have nobody either. And this isn't like just a push for Miami Sellers Conference. I don't care if you come to Miami Sellers Conference or not. I would rather you come to Miami Sellers Conference. That was a lie. I would like you to come to Miami Sellers Conference, but what I'm about to say is more important than that. Today, and again, if you're not getting my email, sign up below. Today, I sent an email that was talking about everyone I have in my network. One of my best friends did $500,000 in profit on Amazon last year, who I watched him build his business from nothing. Another one of my friends sold his company for millions. I watched a kid build his business to the point where he had over $1 million cash in the bank, and he showed it to me on his phone. And this is all just in the last few years. There's more in the email. I can't exactly remember. I know someone worth almost 9 figures now from selling books, from starting selling books. Actually, a lot of his money came from selling books, and then he invested some of it. Allegedly 9 figures. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just like crazy the number of rich people and people that just make a massive amount of money are in my business, or who are just like close friends to me. So in casual conversation, we're just getting golden nuggets of just like things that are going to help so much in business. It's like gasoline on a motherfucking fire. And the other day, texted a friend, boom, 50K. I needed to buy some inventory, and I didn't want to, pull money from savings or anything like that, because, boys got to buy crypto. Your boys got to set money aside. And I'm like, all right, big opportunity for inventory, need some money, don't want to take a loan. Credit score's been going up, getting a mortgage this year for a house. Boom, text from 50K cash. What kind of game is this? And it's because I networked my ass off for years. I paid to go to all these events. I went to free networking. I posted on social media like I'm doing now, shared my journey, hope that my vibe that I'm giving out right now resonated with someone else in the past, the wavelength I was on. Meet the people that are on the same wavelength of intention and wanting to go somewhere. And even if I have $0 in the bank like I did back then, I'll meet people who are either just as driven as me with $0 in their bank, or people who have already made it who are just as driven as me, which honestly, it's kind of the same thing. That's a whole nother topic. And I just wrote out like 8 different people. And then I was thinking about it before I sent the email. I'm like, I know probably 5 times as many people who are like acquaintances in my network who make a ton of money, or who just have a crazy angle and leverage in the world, who I have access to now. And it blows my fucking mind. It makes me feel spoiled. But it was I worked for all of it. I worked for this whole network. You can strip everything from me today, but the most valuable thing I have is my network. And I think you guys should focus on the same thing too. Post your journey on social media. Even if you think you suck at being on camera. Maybe you don't have to post camera. Maybe you don't have to post video. Maybe you can post photos. Maybe you can write. But there's an immediate, I can't even speak because I'm so fucking excited. There's so much opportunity out there. And all you have to do, I like playing with my hair like that. You like that? This is like my go-to, like, oh shit's getting real. During a wrestling match, push the shit back, get locked in. Parents are watching me. The coach is locked in right now. And then hopefully I don't check my phone in between to check my sales while their son's wrestling. Would never do that. All right, that's it, guys. That's the video. Much love. See you guys next one.